Indeed.
I know coincidentally, the Ministry of Justice also briefed today.
So you will do justice.
Justice to it. Then the Ministry of Special Duties and Inter-governmental Relations, which I'm going to start with.
Right.
And the commissioner is Mr. Benga Oyerinji. And, we have some agencies under the ministry. We have the Lagos State Command and Control Center.
No, LASEMA is
under
emergency management.
Separate now from LASEMA, which is Lagos State Emergency Management Agency.
Yeah.
Then we have Lagos State Safety Commission, and also the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety, Agency, and also the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service. So he told us that what they are out to do is about disaster management and, emergency response, and also intergovernmental relations, policy development, public safety and security, and also other special assignments given to them. And he said they are making significant steps in improving the welfare of their security personnel. They've increased their allowances, and also over 320 essential security gadgets were, provided for this personnel.
That boosts the morale of the officers,
Yes, and also like bulletproof, torchlight, hand gloves, raincoats. I can go on and on and on. So, he said in 2024, indigenous certificates were issued, and they generated over 4 million naira from that. And also, LASEMA responded to 2002 emergencies, between January 2024 and March 2025. And they have responded to 8,464 from 2019 to date.
Wow.
And also, the hospital care unit attended to 707 medical cases. That's LASEMA pre-hospital care unit, and they rescued 4,847 accident victims, while also restoration efforts, ongoing on critical services at the Command and Control Center, which is at Alausa here. Also, Lagos State Safety Commission reinforced regulatory, compliance across 421,117 construction sites, microfinance institutions, and manufacturing plants. They are also to inaugurate tourism safety marshals in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. See, it's always inter-agency collaboration in Lagos. That's why Lagos is unique. And also, they completed Lagos State Occupational Safety and Health Master Plan and implemented new safety guidelines across diverse economic sectors. Also, they sanctioned 580 nightclubs,
who contravene
restaurants, yes, for, indoor smoking. It's smoking this time around.
So it wasn't
in
about safety violations.
Yes, because there should be safety. They're about the safety of people, and you should be mindful of the safety of others.
Second-hand smoke and all that.
Exactly. Nobody wants to die. Then the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, they procured 62 firefighting vehicles for them. And this administration, the governor approved the construction of Oniru, Ebute, Elefun, and Ajegunle fire stations. And they have completed 2 fire stations and inaugurated them. And this is in Ijegun Egba and Ijede. They boosted the morale of men by increasing their officers, by increasing their allowances.
Oh, that's a very big morale booster.
Huge.
That's huge.
Then, to ensure that we have best quality of water for firefighting, 5 boreholes were drilled in Alausa, Isolo, Ebute Meta, Ebute Elefun, Ajegunle, and Okombo. And also they conducted extensive training and safety instructions in markets, event centers, public institutions, and that's Safety Commission. Maybe I should pause and let's listen to the Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations Commissioner, Mr. Oyerinji.
At the ministry, our vision is so clear: to be a first-class nation builders, effective interface between the governments and relevant stakeholders, safety, disaster managers based on strategic thinking and planning within a robust research and development where safety will be a portion.
So Lagos State is not compromising safety at any level. That's what he's saying. And through the Lagos State Neighborhood, agency, they expanded its reach with the construction of new command offices and also procurement of operational vehicles, motorcycles and patrol bicycles for men and officers of this agency. And also
to help with mobility and all that.
Exactly. They're always in the communities, roaming and all those stuff.
Yeah.
Then they install solar energy systems across all local governments and local council development areas to ensure uninterrupted power supply at, at local offices. That's about that on the Ministry of Special Duties in Intergovernmental Relations.
All right, let me allow you to catch your breath a bit as we take this review from the CBD Dumota axis, where currently we're experiencing high influx from Carter Bridge in West Journey and Yeyo, connecting Balogun and Martin Street. It's a steady one from Tinubu Square, connecting Nnamdi Azikiwe Street on Route Carter Bridge, Oyebanji roundabouts through the Albert Palace and police post is looking good at the moment. Now, from Ilubiri, as you ascend Carter Bridge in West Journey, Ijora Lokba, not that in what Ijora, Ido, and Uyibo. It's a fast one. No impediments at this time, and we have traffic managers very much on ground doing the needful around this axis I just spoke of. And from there, let's segue to the PWD corridor. Let's take it all the way from Bolade, okay? So for those coming from the Oshodi Bolade end in Wards Airport U-turn, it's a good one, not so busy. The traffic lights are alternating on that corridor. Yes, as you head beyond that end, it's a moving traffic towards the Ajay Farm through National and Ikeja along or bypass, and Ajay Farm to Ile-Izik connecting Sule Junction is looking good. A bit of a delay will be experienced at Ile-Izik due to the traffic light. Ile-Izik inwards Mangoro Cement and Yano Dokpemo underneath the bridge. Dokpemo underneath the bridge is moving fine, and it's appreciable on the return stretch. No impediments at this time. Yes, we have with us our correspondent Adeola Akindele all the way from the Ministerial press briefing. She has been giving us updates as to all that transpired today, and we have just touched on the Ministry for Special Duties. Yes, special duties. Did I get that correctly? Special duties.
And intergovernmental
relations. Yes, indeed. And we've talked about, it's been all about safety.
Exactly.
For Lagosians, and that makes me feel safe.
Yes, now.
The fact that the people in charge of this, emergency response and all that, they've been empowered, to be able to respond at a moment's notice.
Exactly.
Because the truth of the matter is, when an emergency happens, there is what we call the golden hour.
Yes.
Golden hour.
Yes. The response time.
Yes, and if some emergency activities can be done or taken, some actions can be taken within that window, a lot of lives can be saved.
Exactly.
And when they have the tools, Lagos
taking
is
first on that.
head and shoulders.
Other states are even coming to.
Yes, Lagos is like understudy and model Lagos.
Exactly.
So let's move on to the next. What do we have?
So if I say court, will you stand up?
Court. All right.
Ministry of Justice, and we are the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Lawal Pedro SAN, who told us that the main vision of the ministry is to promote effective and efficient justice system under this whole administration. And he said there are 16 directorates. I can't list all of them, but I'll just mention a few. We have the Civil Litigation Advisory Services and Judicial Liaison, Public Prosecutions, Commercial Law. We have the Citizens' Rights, Office of Public Defender, Domestic and Sexual Violence.
I know the last two.
Well, tell me.
No, Office of Public Defender. I know that one.
Now, I'll still tell you in the course of my presentation, it was still upgraded. Well, so the Lagos State Special Task Force on Land Grabbers, I must not miss that out. So, also he said they convened Lagos Justice Sector Reform Summit, with the theme enhancing the administration of justice for economic growth, investment, protection and security of stakeholders. and security rather. And we had different stakeholders, who participated in this summit. And also, like I told you, the agency that you know very well, that Office of Public, has been upgraded under this administration, into full-fledged, bureau, and that's the Citizens Mediation Center. Yeah. They now have a permanent secretary.
Wow.
That's the one for citizens, and we have the Office of Public Defender in the pipeline.
Okay.
The two have been upgraded, and also in the year under review, the new commercial court at Stapa, Lagos Island, was inaugurated. Then the administration was magnanimous enough to purchase 34 3-bedroom flats in K2 as magistrates' quarters. Then provided high quality legal advice and representation, for ministries, departments, and agencies of government, and also citizens. Then foster a harmonious working relationship with the judiciary, House of Assembly, Police Command, Correctional Centers to promote efficient, effective justice system. And also the Special Task Force on Land Grabbers received 4,458 petitions, out of which 403 were concluded, 139 enforcement approvers, they received that, and 204 inscription approvers. Then the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency handled over 80,000 cases. 4,000 survivors received counseling and psychotherapy services, to relieve their trauma. And also there are bills, that are waiting legislative backing
to be passed.
Yes, to some innovative projects in the state, like the registration of lease pendants bill. This will create a registry where land disputes will be registered.
And that will help Lagosians
a lot to put the public on notice of all properties.
Yeah, you can now actually go
state.
check
before you buy or acquire.
You let go of your money
that are subject to litigation, so that you will know before you go there. The Marriage and Dissolution Registration Bill. This will create a registry where all marriages, that is marriages under the Act, court marriage, Islamic marriage, and customary or traditional marriage will be registered.
Interesting. So it won't just be courts.
No.
Weddings,
So you have to register with the state government. Then dissolution of such marriages will also be registered.
That would be nice. So
by law.
Don't go and marry somebody's wife, husband.
I don't know about that too. So also the Protection Against Domestic and Sexual Violence Bill, which we harmonized 3 existing laws into one. The laws are the Lagos State Protection Against Violence Law 2015, Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency Law of 2021, and some provisions of Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act of 2015. Also, the amendment to the Tenancy Law of Lagos State to address increasing trend of exploitative rent hikes.
I love that one too.
You love that one. I know you will. Non-payment of arrears of rent, delays, in tenancy litigation, and so on. Let's listen to SAN now. Pedro.
From institutional reform and legislative drafting to staff welfare, improve access to justice, and strengthen intelligence, all are part of the deliberate and strategic effort to reposition the justice sector as a catalyst for economic growth, social stability, and good governance. Each initiative we are undertaking, whether in safeguarding property rights, promoting the rule of law, or advancing human rights protection, has been guided by a single objective to deliver justice efficiently, transparently, and equitably for all residents of Lagos State.
That's a great assurance from the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Lagos State. And I'm going to end with this one, the prerogative of mercy. So applications that were received were 516 inmates recommended for release, 163 commuter from death to life imprisonment. We have 7, and full pardon, we have 1. So I'm going to leave this with this evening. And join everyone to always be on the side of the law.
Indeed, always be on the good side of the law.
Yes.
All right, it's been quite an informative and eye-opening one, and I must say, you did justice to today's briefing. Thank you very much for always coming around, taking time out of your busy schedule to come give us a lowdown on all that transpired. And yes, I would want to ask, is it possible you give us an inkling as to what to expect tomorrow?
Okay. Maybe Office of Civic Engagement.
Civic Engagement, okay.
At least I can tell you that one first.
Thank you so
wait
much.
till tomorrow.
All right. Looking forward to having you tomorrow.
Thank you so
All
much,
right.
Akan.
Okay. And that's all for today's edition of our Ministerial Press Briefing. Yes, the lowdown. I don't know. What do we call this segment? We should coin out a name for it.
Hey, now we have a name already.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Akan.
All right.